FishHuntShoot.com offers a variety of tackle as well as rods and reels designed to get you on more and bigger fish. Check it out today at FishHuntShoot.com.
Howdy folks, Cal Kellogg here. I am out hiking this morning. It's nice and chilly here in the foothills. It is 2020. We made it to a new year, and there's a lot of exciting things ahead. But I actually am going to reach out and answer a question, kind of a question and a comment of one of our lady viewers out there. And I'm not going to name her, and I don't want this to be construed as any sort of attack on her. But her comment was, well, my son, he watches your YouTube channel, and I'm really uncomfortable because sometimes I see that you're carrying a gun. Which, if we look down right now, I'm carrying a gun right now. And she asked me, why do you feel the need to carry a gun when you're fishing? And she really said it in an accusatory tone, kind of in all caps. Which I've thought a lot about it. That was almost 2 weeks ago, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to answer that question here on video. And number one reason, and this is going to sound kind of cavalier, I carry a gun because I can. I live in America, and bottom line is, if I would ask that lady, well, do you think women should get equal pay for an equal job to a man? I'm sure she would say, yes, I think so. Whatever that job is, everybody should get equal pay. I don't care if you're a woman or a Muslim or a Mormon or a African American or a guy with one arm or whatever it is. If you're doing the job, you should get equal pay. That's your right, okay? And you also have the right not to be discriminated against. We don't say, well, we can't have a mayor of this town that's a Catholic. We don't do that anymore. And the fact of the matter is, I have a right as an American citizen to bear arms. And that segues into the question of, why? Well, the first why is I have that right, okay? I have a right to be able to protect myself, protect my family, and to be armed. That's part of the contract of being an American. I'm a good citizen. I pay my taxes. I don't make a ruckus. I don't break the law. And as part of the benefit of that, I get to, exercise all the rights available to me as an American, and one of those is to be armed. Kind of looking around here, which kind of leads us into the second reason I carry a gun. I'm out here. Now, people in urban areas, they have a whole nother set of reasons to carry a gun. Maybe it's the danger of a mass shooting or a workplace shooting, something like that. But here where I live, I'm in a rural area. I've seen dozens of bears on this trail. I see mountain lion sign all the time. Attacks from those animals are rare, but when a black bear attacks, chances are it's going to be a fatal attack because they're looking to eat you. I've got my dog with me. I've got to protect her. There's rabid animals around. There's skunks and stuff. And I've been confronted a number of times. I've never had to use the gun. I also have pepper spray on me. But I've been confronted a number of times by stray dogs. Mean dogs just come out of nowhere, barking and yapping and threatening us. I did use the pepper spray one time on some dogs, my bear spray. But the bottom line is, I'm not going to be out here with my dog Lucy and be attacked by 2 or 3 dogs and not have a means to defend myself and to defend my dog. Moving beyond that, and I think it's a misnomer, at least here in California, it just says, because you're carrying a gun, you're just some renegade that's got a gun in his pocket. Fact of the matter is, to be able to carry my gun, I paid a lot of money in terms of licensing and in terms of training. I have to take a retraining course every 2 years. So the bottom line is, most folks that are carrying a gun that have a concealed carry permit, they're highly trained, and they're pretty upright citizens. I can't carry the gun in a bar, so I don't go to bars. I can't carry the gun if I have any alcohol in my system. I don't drink. I can't do drugs. I carry the gun. I don't do drugs. I can't have the gun if I've committed, any kind of serious crime beyond like a traffic ticket. I can't beat my wife or have 10, restraining orders and get a permit to carry a gun. So if someone tells you, I have a concealed carry permit here in California, you can pretty much guarantee that they're a pretty forthright, upstanding citizen that respects the law, that follows the rules, that does things the right way. And the final reason to carry a gun, and we don't like to talk about this, but the fact of the matter is, it's 2020. These woods right here, if you fly over here with a helicopter, which I have, I am surrounded by illegal marijuana grows. There are meth labs out here. There are fugitives out here. About 3 years ago, we had some illegal aliens. I'm not saying this because they were illegal aliens, but they were. And when they got pulled over, they had a car full of guns and drug paraphernalia, and they all ran into the woods. And they were out here for about 3 days, I guess, in the middle of winter. We all thought they were gone here in Forest Hill, and then all of a sudden, they showed up. And we're a long way from any kind of law enforcement. I don't know if I have a cell phone signal here. I suspect not. And even if I got a signal, it's going to be 20, 30 minutes before an officer responds. I had to arrest someone at gunpoint on my deck at 2 o'clock in the morning a few years ago. It took 25 minutes for the police to respond. And I held that guy at gunpoint for that amount of time. But had he broken into my house, which he was trying to do, and I didn't have a firearm, I hate to think what would have happened between when he got in and when the police, responded. No knock on the police. It's a rural area. You got to be somewhat prepared to take care of yourself. When I come out here and cut firewood, I have medical supplies. I have an emergency locator beacon. I'm ready to cut myself with the saw and take care of it until I can get help. And I feel the same way about the pistol in my chest pack. I'm on my own out here. You never know who or what you're going to meet. I'm a responsible gun owner, but by God, I'm going to have a means at my disposal to take care of myself, to take care of my dog, and to protect myself. And, it kind of makes me angry, and this is kind of a California thing, whereas gun owners and hunters, we feel kind of maligned. If you're a hunter or a gun owner in California, sometimes you can kind of be confronted and kind of almost be compelled to apologize for exercising your rights. And that's not cool. You don't get that if you live in Idaho or Wyoming or a lot of other places. I don't think, people should have to apologize or feel maligned for exercising their rights, whether it's their right to freedom of speech, freedom of religion, or their freedom to own and bear firearms. So that's just kind of my rant. I hope it answers your question. I have no animosity, to folks that ask me those kind of questions, but it is somewhat troubling that there's a segment of society out there that thinks, that I should not have the ability to defend myself, to take care of myself out here in a rural area when I'm all by myself. Anyhow, here comes the car. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to our channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you're looking for some great tackle, please click on over to the Fish Hunt Shoot Production store. It's crammed full of trout tackle, rods, and there's always new stuff on the way. So check it out. If you've been there before, check it out again. There might be something new. And if you haven't checked it out, click on over there and take a browse around. Anyway, I am Kel Kellogg. I'm getting ready to kick off the second leg of this hike, going back to the truck. I hope I didn't sound angry on this little rant. Wasn't angry, but I just kind of wanted to clear the air, I've been thinking about that for a while. So anyway, I'm Kel Kellogg. I'm signing off. You have a safe, happy day, and I will catch you next time right here on YouTube.